What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Got some big news going on here. First of all, happy 2024. Happy New Year's. Let me know down below in the comments how your holidays went and if you did anything special here. We took a much needed break and enjoyed some holidays with family and had some good rest. Yeah. Let me know down below in the comments what you did, and we'll see if there's some interesting things that some of you guys viewers did down below in the comments. Let's jump right in and get you caught up to everything going on here right now here today. Take a listen here. Okay, first, one of the big stories right now is the market's triumph over the odds for 2023. Amidst all the turmoil of inflation, albeit it's coming down, and potential wars, World War III, two major wars going on here right now with Russia and the Middle East, and all these adversaries of Russia, Iran, China, and Israel and Palestine, and all this stuff going on. The stock market just completely blew up in 2023 and finished up about 26%. The S&P 500, the top 500 companies in the United States, up about 26% here for 2023, finishing up a tremendous amount. Really good for people's IRAs, 401ks, and pensions. Pensions are mostly invested in stocks and bonds, believe it or not. And the bond market actually came back here as well because interest rates, the Fed has signaled they're going to be lowering interest rates here in 2023, which has sent the bond markets up as well. And it's actually already sent interest rates starting to come down in some areas. Stock market ended up down a little bit today. The Dow up a little bit, but the other indices down a little bit. But you can see the S&P 500 up about 26% in 2023, which was tremendous. Most of the other indexes somewhere in the similar ranges as well. And for most of the people that are, investing in their retirement, putting money away as they're working, or just have stayed true to the what I have said, the tried and true strategy that you just gotta hold on for the ride, because it always seems like there's something, there's always something that scares people, whether it's the wars, the inflation, the pandemics, the sky is falling. There's always something on the horizon, but you got to save for your retirement along the way, because I think what we've all learned, Social Security is not enough. It's just meant to be a supplement, and yeah, the Social Security raise is going to be like 3.2%. Unfortunately, I think that almost all seniors can agree right now that is not going to be enough. You can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And yeah, wow, 3.2% raise is not enough to even cover people's rents going up, and unbelievable, right? Now, meanwhile, to tackle poverty, more states will be offering bigger child tax credits in 2024. Now, remember that there is still the child tax credits on a national level. You have to file a tax return to get it, okay? They don't have the monthly child tax credits that pay out in the monthly levels, but you can still get the child tax credits when you file a tax return. So again, talk to a tax professional if you don't know these details, or Google it. But there are more states offering state tax credits as well. As 2024 is here, and you're maybe going to be filing taxes. You might want to even file taxes if you don't normally file taxes, just to get these tax credits. And again, each person's situation might be different. But if you have children, you might be getting a bigger refund than you might normally get. And again, do your own due diligence to look into this stuff. But as an example here, Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey signed a tax relief package On October 4th, among other things, it expanded a child and family tax credit. Many Americans took a double whammy to the pocketbook this year. Prices for things like food and rent rose, and the federal pandemic aid continued to peter out. But a string of states are taking a cue from one of those relief measures, the expanded federal child tax credit, and are stepping in to help bridge the gap. The tax credit was a pandemic success story, ended in 2021. Not really, though, because they do still have the tax credits, albeit they have gone back down to $2,000 per child, not the $3,600. But you could still get $2,000 per child if you file taxes, and you might want to. It cut the child poverty in half before it expired at the end of the year, and poverty rates shot back up. Since then, the number of states have created their own permanent child tax credit has doubled. As you can see, the child tax credit for the year of 2023, following 2024, can be up to $2,000, and $1,600 of that may be refundable. Vermont just passed a new $1,000 child tax credit on top of that. This is a state child tax credit on top of that. And the family just got their tax refund this past April, and they were like, wow, this was so much more than we were expecting. Just pretty good, right? These are families getting extra help. Vermont's child credit applies to children under 6, which includes this specific family's Andrea's young daughter, was just in time as Andrea's partner got Lyme disease, which led to a slew of medical bills. The state of New York State just expanded its credit to include children under 4 as well. New York's credit, $330. New York lawmakers are talking about expanding it again as well. Minnesota has one for households making less than $29,500 for single filers, $35,000 for couples. But its new credit is the country's largest, $1,750 for each child under the age of 18, which is pretty awesome. It looks like the states that have child tax credits, please share this video with anybody you know that has children that might need to get this money that they might not know about or need to know about. Colorado, Maine, Maryland, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Utah, and Vermont. And you can see a lot of these are new or expanded or made permanent. So there is some details which are new and or expanded. Yeah. Also, the $35 insulin price cap goes into effect here today. More Americans will now be eligible to purchase the life-saving insulin drug for $35 after leading manufacturers are now mandated by it, and new pricing went into effect by January 1st. Eli Lilly, the company Eli Lilly, was actually the first of the companies to announce its price cuts last year on their own, calling on other companies to do the same. The January 1st date is because of the 2021 American Rescue Plan Act, that changes the amount of rebate drug makers have to pay Medicaid. Also, former President Donald Trump, who has been at least temporarily now banned from the main ballot, is now appealing the decision. The final decision may come down to the Supreme Court on his eligibility to run for president, at least in the state of Maine. Let me know your thoughts here on all of this. I will keep you up to date here on all of this and more here. If you haven't yet, subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for liking and sharing these videos, and I will see you guys here on a daily basis at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click here to watch my newest video next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.